Greetings, literature lovers. Now, we were discussing Caribbean literature, and the second author that belonged to St. Lucia is Kendall Hippolyte, born in St. Lucia in 1952, is a poet, playwright, and director. As a poet, his writing range across the continuum of language from standard English to the varieties of Caribbean English, and he has also written poems in Creole, his national language. He works in traditional forms like the sonnet, villanelle, as, as well as in so called free verse and in forms influenced by rap and reggae. He has published few books of poetry, the latest being Night Vision, tri-quarterly books, and Northwestern University Press 2005, and his poetry has appeared in various journals such as the Greenfield Review, the Massachusetts Review, and in anthologies like Caribbean Poetry, now Voice Print, West Indian Poetry, and others. He has also edited Confluence, Nine St. Lucian Poets, So Much Poetry in the People, an anthology of performance poetry from East Caribbean. This poem worthy place, an anthology of poems from Bermuda, as well as student anthologies from creative writing students at Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, where he was a lecturer in literature and drama until 2007. In 2000, Kendall was awarded the St. Lucia Medal of Merit for contribution to the arts. Recently retired from the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. His present focus is to use his skills as a writer and dramatist to raise public awareness and contribute to active solutions of critical social issues. Now, the next island we are talking about is Dominica. The island's indigenous Arawak people were expelled or exterminated by Caribs in the 14th century. Now, Columbus landed there in November 1493. Spanish ships frequently languished on Dominica during the 16th century, but fierce resistance by the Caribs discouraged Spain's efforts at settlement. In 1635, France claimed Dominica. Shortly thereafter, French missionaries became the first European inhabitants of the island. Now, Caribbean cousins continued, though, and in 1660, the French and British agreed that both Dominica and St. Vincent should be abandoned. Dominica was officially neutral for the next century, but the attraction of its sources remained rival expeditions of British and French. For starters, who were harvesting timber by the start of the 18th century. Largely due to Dominica's position between Martinique and Guadeloupe, France eventually became predominant and French settlements were established and grew as part of the 1763 Treaty of Paris that ended the Seven-Year War. The island became a British possession in 1778. During the American Revolutionary War. The French mounted a successful invasion with the active cooperation of the population, which was largely French. The 1783 Treaty of Paris, which ended the war, returned the island to Britain. Following the abolition of slavery in 1838, Dominica became the first and only British Caribbean colony to have a black controlled legislature in 19th century. Most black legislatures were small holders or merchants who held economic and social views diametrically opposed to the interest of the small, wealthy English planter class. Reacting to a perceived threat, the planters lobbied for more direct British rule. We'll do the rest of the portion tomorrow. That's all for today. Thanks for listening.